I bought a mortar and pestle for hibiscus flowers and then found I couldn't have hibiscus tea. But I bought a mint plant, and I remembered you're supposed to, because I made a cup of tea with what it dropped yesterday, and it was very watery. And then I remembered you're supposed to bruise the leaves just a little, not a lot, to get them to release their flavor. So you want to see these little dark patches. And then you take your little, I call it a top hat. You put your bruised leaves in your top hat. I only put 4. That one might need a little more. That one, see, I don't know if you're supposed to bruise the underside or the top, but it's easier to bruise the underside because of that vein running through it. And I'm not pushing that hard, just a little bit. These are very, there we go, fragile leaves. Just till it looks, well, my camera isn't going to show you what it looks like. Oh, there we go, yeah. So that's kind of what you want to see, if I'm understanding correctly. Ooh. And I think what I'll do, since there's a little green in the bottom, oh, and you have to rinse the leaves. I don't think I should have to say that, but I'm going to say it anyway. But when the water is hot in the teapot, I think I'm going to put a little bit of it in here first, and then pour it in there, just to get the little bit of juices that are at the bottom, because that could be antioxidants. I would have gotten my tripod if I'd thought this through a little more in advance. Sorry about the shaking that is inevitable. So, just a little bit, because there's no pour spout on this. There doesn't need to be. And then we, whoops, yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. Hopefully at least some of the little green juice in the bottom got in the cup. And I know I could have used a funnel, but the funnel isn't that much bigger than the rim of this. Now, handy tip, while I'm waiting to see how far the puddle goes. If you don't have heat-tolerant hands, you don't want to pick this up, there's something you can do. You take tongs, and if you don't have very good hands, like me, this little slide, because that's so thin, can go all the way to the end, and it'll kind of hold it for you, so that you can see how your tea is coming along. And then slide it back a little and it'll let go. So that's how you make tea from fresh leaves.